Hey, Greg here from A to Z Rental again. Today we're going to talk about basically water removal from your house. It's the middle of winter. You don't often get too much flooding in your basement this time of year, but we get a lot of calls springtime, summertime. Hey, I got water in my basement, or I got water here, I got water there. What can I do to get rid of it? First off, where's it coming from? You got a big old hole in the house, or is the downspout plugged? Make sure you figure out where it's coming in, get that leak stopped as best you can before you come see us. Doesn't do you any good to rent this stuff if the water's still pouring in. So, figure out where the water's coming from, then come see us. Obviously, you want to get the water off the floor, off the carpet as fast as possible, and then we can talk about drying out the air, the walls, the floor, all that good stuff. So, carpet cleaners. They're also good for water removal. We've got the hot water extractor that heats up water and sprays down, sucks it up. We've got the 12-inch just standard carpet cleaner. Again, works as an extractor even if you're not cleaning the carpets in this case. It'll suck up that water out of there. Obviously it'll still be damp left over, but that's what the dehumidifiers and blowers are for. So you got your standard 12-inch, holds about 3 gallons. Then we got the heavy duty version if you've got a larger, more commercial space, holds about 9 gallons of water. Again, an extractor, it's got a brush, removes that water for the most part before we get into dehumidification. Obviously then we go into dehumidifiers. The other tip that I have for you is find out what your insurance company is going to pay for. These bigger units have what's called the low grain refrigerant, LGR. I've heard a lot of people that say their insurance company won't reimburse them unless you're using a machine that has low grain refrigerant in it. The 28 gallon per day maximum, so that would be if you're 100% humidity at 80 degrees, you'll get 28 gallons out of the room per day with these big units. The smaller unit is a 13 gallon. Again, these do not have low grain refrigerant, so just be cautious if you're trying to reimburse from an insurance company. Make sure you get the bigger unit. Again, like I said, 28 gallons a day, 13 gallons a day. The big thing with these is if it's a big enough space, obviously you might have one, you might have two, you might have more, but air movement is a huge key. If you put this in the middle of a big room, no fans around, you're going to do a great job of a nice giant circle in the middle of the room of being dehumidified, but the rest of the room's still going to have moisture because the air movement's not there. That's what we have the turbo dryers for. Low wattage, only draw about 3.5 amps, so you can run multiples off each circuit. Put a couple of these in the corners, get that air movement swirling around this guy in the center. It'll get all that moisture out of there as fast as possible. Nice thing with these too is it's on-board display, tells you what the humidity and temperature is on the intake side and as well as the exhaust side. So you can tell when that room is nice and dry, especially if, also we use these in construction for people that are putting down hardwood floors. You can't put them down when it's too moist in the room. So it tells you where you're at in the relation to humidity. So last couple things, obviously these little blue units on the side here, they're more for air exchangement. If you've got sewer backed up, it's an air filtration system, uses HEPA filters, sucks the air in, cleans it, discharges it back out of the room. Just a few things we offer. Obviously check out the website and the other videos, A to Z RentAll.com with 2 L's, because we just don't rent a few things, we try to rent it all.